Thanks for coming today. I am Kelsey Williams. I'm the benefits coordinator here. A little less blonde and less round than Trina, or more round than Trina, I guess I should say. But I have been with ATSU for almost 5 years now, so I'm still learning. And today we're going to talk about benefits, which is everyone's favorite subject. I can see it in your eyes. Before we get started, there are some people that I want to introduce. Here from St. Louis with Gallagher is Kathy O'Neill. Kathy drove up today from St. Louis. Gallagher is essential to us. They help us stay on budget with our health programs and also compliant with federal and state regulations. From Cigna in Des Moines, we have George Dunlap. He came down last night and is visiting with us. He's going to talk to us about some Cigna voluntary products that we're going to start offering next year. In the back, where is she? Laura Kraus from Cigna came from St. Louis today. She is essential to us with our Still Healthy Wellness program. She helps us implement that and make sure we're all on target. So thank you guys for being here today. So let's get started. Maybe. All right, I'll do it from up here, I guess. No.
Click your mouse on the screen.
I will. I'm just trying to.
And then probably the thing.
Okay. So the open enrollment period this year is November 5th through the 20th. That's next Monday. It's a full 2 weeks that you're going to be able to add, remove, or change coverage for the next year. The changes you make during this period will go into effect January 1, and it'll last until December 31 of 2019. Also, I'm going to send these slides out with a recorded presentation, so don't feel like you have to take a bunch of notes. This is the only time you're going to be able to add, remove, or change your coverage unless you have a qualifying life event. So what is a qualifying life event? That would be a birth, an adoption, loss of coverage, marriage, death, divorce, change in employee status, or leaving to or returning from military service. If you have one of these events, you must submit supporting documentation to HR within 31 days. If you have a birth, supporting documentation would be a birth certificate, a divorce decree if you're going through a divorce, death certificate, or a marriage certificate if you got married recently. Just make sure you submit those to HR within 31 days. Benefits package overview. This is going to look really similar to what we have now because not much is changing. We're sticking with medical and dental with Cigna. Davis Vision will be our vision carrier. HSAs and FSAs will be through Cigna. The new voluntary products, accidental, critical illness, and voluntary short-term disability will be with Cigna. For those of you who have Trustmark, I'll explain what you will need to do if you want to continue with your Trustmark products or if you want to switch. Life insurance will stick with Prudential, and retirement is with TIAA. So the Still Healthy rates versus the regular rates, this is what we're all really here for. We just want to know what we're going to pay, right? So they are going up a little bit, 3%. It's not a huge significant increase, but it is a slight increase. It's worthy to note, though, how much you're going to save if you've participated in the Still Healthy program. You can see that participating in that program really pays off when it comes to the premium discount. So save yourself some money, participate in the program. Dental and vision are not changing for next year. The rates are going to stay the same. Oh, we're going to give away some prizes. So the tickets that you got when you came in the door are for these door prizes that we have to give away. No, hold on to them.
Okay, what are we doing? What are you giving away?
Okay, hang on. So you'll hang on to your ticket till the end, write your name on it. At the end, we will collect them, and you'll be eligible to win one of the bigger prizes, Beats by Dre, inner ear ones, a Fitbit Bursa, an Apple iWatch, and we also have an inflatable kayak. So after all the meetings, we're going to combine all these tickets, and you might win one. However, these are Mary threatened me. I have to say this. You will be taxed, okay? So you will have to sign that you accept the taxes on these gifts. So if you don't want to be taxed on them, don't put your name in the bowl at the end.
Okay?
Okay?
But today,
no
tax.
No tax. This is a family healthy recipe book from Cigna.
Let me pull one?
Sure.
All right.
The last three numbers here.
061. I'll take it to him.
Okay.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh.
All right. Next, we have a mobile power bank. This is to charge your electronics if you're on the road. Last 3 digits, 049.
049. Okay.
Nancy. Let's do the water bottle. This is a motivational water bottle that tells you what time to drink. Water, what time to drink water. Okay?
Is that Friday?
You can't stay hydrated.
Yeah. 041. 041.
Well, mother.
Also, I'm accepting bribes for these, so if you really want entered in there, just come see me later. We'll do one more now, and then we'll give away some more later. Let's do the kitchen scale.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Nobody want. Oh, okay, yeah. So there was a employee on the Arizona campus that won this, and she was so excited. And we're like, it's just a scale. She's like, I literally went to my bathroom and got my bathroom scale out from the bathroom this morning to weigh my food on there. And
No,
we're like,
she said she got weighed herself, then she got her chicken.
and weighed her chicken on there. We're like, these are really like $5 at Walmart if you know what I mean.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm just saying. That one wasn't. This is an expensive kind, you guys. 034. Tab.
She's been waiting.
All right, we'll give away some of this other stuff as we go. You'll see some pictures up here. And then, yeah. All right, moving on. I really wish my clicker would work. The medical plan design highlights, these are going to look similar to what we have now because nothing's changing. You still have the $15 copay if you're on the buy-up, the $25 copay if you're on the traditional, and the HSA plan, you are responsible for that copay, and then 80% after you meet that deductible. Or there is no copay on the HSA, sorry. Out-of-pocket maxes are staying the same, deductibles are staying the same, and all 3 plans do have 100% preventive coverage. So no changes in 2019. Health savings account. If you elect the medical HSA plan, you will have a health savings account to go with it. It is pre-tax money that's set aside for qualified medical expenses. The balance continues to grow and rolls over from year to year. And if you choose to leave ATSU, the funds go with you. So we hope you don't leave, but if you do, you can take those funds with you when you go. Also, once you save up a certain, I think it's $2,000, you have the option to invest that. These are some examples of qualified medical expenses. I get asked quite often, can I use my HSA funds for eyeglasses or frames or contacts, hearing aids, orthodontic care, blood pressure monitors? The answer is yes. You can use them for these medical expenses, and there's a full list on mycigna.com and on the IRS website, because who doesn't love visiting the IRS website, right? So make sure you go there to get an up-to-date list. It'll also list what's not covered. So if you have the medical HSA plan and you're an individual, ATSU is going to contribute $94.50 to that per month. You can see what that turns out to be annually just below that. And then if you're on a family plan, it's $125 per month that ATSU is going to contribute to that. You can also contribute yourself. However, there are contribution limits. For an individual, the contribution limit is $3,500. And if you're age 55 or older, they give you a little bit more wiggle room, and that's $4,500. If you're on a family plan, it's $7,000. Again, age 55 and older, you can contribute $8,000 to that. Telemedicine. Has anybody used telemedicine? A few of you. Did anybody know that we had telemedicine as a service? Telemedicine is through Cigna. It's basically a virtual doctor. You can either choose to go with Amwell for Cigna or MD Live for Cigna. As Laura has explained before, it's like choosing Pepsi versus Coke. Both have board-certified doctors. It's just whatever you prefer. However, the cost, if you're on the HSA plan, may sway you one way or the other. As you can see, it's $49 for the Amwell for Cigna next year, or $45 for the MD Live. If you have a traditional or buy-up plan, you're just going to pay your copay. Okay? Copays for buy-up is $15, so you'd pay $15 to use the telemedicine service, and then $25 if you're on that traditional plan. However, like if you're on the HSA plan, you go to the doctor's office, you can look to spend maybe $125 just for that doctor's office. This is going to save you a lot of money you're only going to pay $49 or $45 depending on who you choose. Tanya used this service. She said she was traveling and she didn't feel good. She had to get on a plane. She didn't want the elevation levels to affect her ears, and so she called in. They said, let me see your throat. She took her webcam, put it close to her mouth. She had a script called in within 30 minutes, and she felt better the next day. So this is really good if you have kids at college who maybe don't have a primary care physician that is close by, or if you're traveling away from home, this might be something worth looking into. Cigna Pharmacy is another service that we have through the Cigna network. This would be great for routine medical scripts that you take. You can reorder your scripts, track deliveries, estimate your drug costs. You can also get 90-day supplies. I just did this for an employee the other day. I checked her local pharmacy versus the Cigna pharmacy, and she saved herself quite a bit of money by switching to the Cigna pharmacy. So even if you don't switch, it's still worth it to do some research and check out to see if you can save yourself money somewhere.
Just
Yeah.
telemedicine question.
Uh-huh.
Can you use it if you're overseas?
I believe no. Laura's shaking her head no. U.S. only.
Okay.
GoodRx. Has anybody heard Dr. Phelps talk about GoodRx before? Has anybody tried GoodRx? No. It's goodrx.com. It's a website that you can put in your zip code, and it'll show you the various drug prices at the local pharmacies that are around you so that you can see which one will save you the most money. You can also print out coupons. This is separate from your Cigna medical plans. It has nothing to do with that. We just wanted to make you aware that there are options out there to you. I see eyes that look like this, so let's give away some more prizes. Don't make me tell jokes, you guys. It's not good. All right.
Oh,
We'll save that one for last.
less stress.
Let's do another mobile power bank, maybe. This goes to 022. Ronnie. How about a yoga mat? Yoga mat? 051. 051. Ron? You gonna do yoga, Ron? How about some resistance bands? This is a whole set here. 057. Okay. Resistance band.
Feel free to negotiate.
Yeah, if you don't like what you have and you want to switch with somebody, that's totally fine, but that's on you. Let's do the aromatherapy. This is Bath and Body Works aromatherapy. Focus. Oh, 078. Taylor? All right. Is it working now? Cool. Thank you. All right, dental. This is going to look similar to what we have now because, again, nothing is changing. If you're on an individual plan, you're going to have that $50 deductible. If you're on a family plan, it's $150. You do have 100% of covered services for preventive care, and you can get twice per year, 2 of those per year. Again, we get questions a lot on orthodontic care for adults over the age of 19. If you have children on your plan or you need orthodontic care yourself, it might be beneficial for you to look into that HSA, that medical HSA, where you can set aside those funds, or consider taking out a medical FSA. Davis Vision is our vision carrier again this year. Nothing's changing with them. You still have that $10 eye exam copay, and then you have copays for your frames and lenses. The Cigna medical plans do have a $10 eye exam copay if you don't elect the Davis Vision. And then New Vision Optical has been added as a provider in Kirksville, as an in-network provider. So if you go to International Eye Care, get your exam done, and you want to take your script to New Vision Optical, feel free to do so. They are in-network, yes.
Is that starting in January?
It's now. Now, yep. Also, you can do the same for Walmart if you want to take it to Walmart and get your lenses or frames at Walmart, feel free to do so. Okay? flexible spending accounts. It's a preloaded debit card. You choose how much you want to put on there, and then it's taken out of your paycheck in monthly increments. You can elect a medical FSA. The annual max is $2,650, or a dependent care FSA. It's a $5,000 annual max. If you choose the medical HSA plan, you are not eligible for the medical FSA. So that's important to know. The difference between a medical HSA and then the FSA is that a flexible spending account, the funds do not roll over. So if you don't use those funds, you lose them. With your HSA, it's going to continue to grow and roll over from year to year. If you currently have a medical FSA, you have until March 15th of 2019 to use those funds. Any questions on those? No. Cigna voluntary products, these are going to replace Trustmark for 2019. Voluntary short-term disability, this is for hourly employees only. And then we have accidental and critical illness insurance. George from Des Moines is going to talk to you guys about those, so give us just 1 second here. Yeah.
Oh, that's I need. Thank you. Before I start going through the voluntary benefits, I want to ask you, how many of you have a $100 deductible for your car insurance? You do? Really? How many of you have $200 deductible? How many have $500 deductible? How many have $1,000? 500 is the average. Okay. I remember when I was a little kid, my dad had me on a $50 deductible. And I must confess, I have my wife on a $100 deductible, and I have $1,000. Now, you may ask, why would I have my wife on a $100 deductible? Okay? She has accidents. And that is what I'm going to talk about in regards to voluntary benefits and the concept of the HSA. With an HSA, you take risk to save money. And the big fear of people taking that risk, that $3,000 deductible, is that they may have to pay for it. Well, with voluntary benefits, you can offset that liability and save the money at the same time. So I want you to give some consideration to that paradigm of different thinking on health insurance, at the same time, ways to offset that liability. Now, you're going to be given an opportunity during this open enrollment period from November 5th to the 20th to take, accept, and choose to buy some voluntary benefits. You can't buy these products on the outside marketplace. They're not available to you. So this is a good opportunity for you to accept things and rethink how you're dealing with your employee benefits. Okay, I'm not going to go through this slide because we know that that's what we're doing. Okay, there's short-term disability, there's an accident, injury insurance, and critical illness insurance are the three voluntary benefits we're going to talk about. First thing is they're paid with after-tax dollars. So there's no section, you run it essentially through Section 125, so you pay no state or federal taxes on those dollars. The second thing is any benefit you receive, there's a cash benefit, you receive that tax-free. So that's a good thing. You get group rates, convenient payroll deduction, and choice. You can choose one of these products, 2 or 3. It's up to you. The one thing I should point out to you, which is true, nearly 3/4 of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. But now if you decide and think about using an HSA, we're going to immediately give you money in your HSA account. You're going to save premium dollars, and those can be used to offset the cost of these benefits. We had a discussion after the last session, and one of the young ladies that we're talking to said she had participated in the HSA and had saved, she thought, over the years, like $12,000. And knock on wood, she hasn't had a major need in the category of using that deductible. But if she did, she'd have the money anyway, wouldn't she? Because the deductible was only $3,000. So give some thought to that, and give some thought to reinsuring some of those risks with these products. Disability, this is offered to hourly wage earners only, okay? First of all, disability coverage, your most important asset you have as an employee is the ability to earn an income. And this is a product that can help you in case you get disabled for some reason. Now, you have long-term disability, and that's paid for by the school. That disability takes effect after 6 months of disability. This covers you from day 14 to 6 months. As long as you're disabled, you can buy short-term disability. 1 in 4 20-year-olds in the United States become disabled before retirement. 29% of insured working age Americans struggle to pay their medical bills. And 60% disabled Americans who are working age. Voluntary short-term disability, you receive 60% of your salary when you're out of work because of a covered disability. You have to satisfy 14 days before the benefit starts paying. Benefits start after sick leave has been used or 14 days of continuous disability, whichever is longer. And it pays you for 26 weeks of coverage. At the end of the 26 weeks, if you're still disabled, your long-term disability would kick in. They work together in those programs. It's guarantee issue, which is a big deal. No medical problems, conditions can preclude you from getting this coverage if you enroll during the initial period of time, November 5th to the 20th. Any questions on disability? All the rates, by the way, there's a non-smoker or smoker, and they're identified when you go to their website to sign up for your benefits. Accidental injury disability. This is an interesting way of thinking about preparing for potential loss due to an accident. It helps to pay expenses associated with covered accident or injury. If you have families and you have children, I have 5 daughters. That usually gets a moan from the audience. Believe me, it bled me dry. Anyway, my one daughter has two boys that are always getting injured somehow, doing something. And this would be a great benefit for them to think about, because children have a tendency to get involved in stuff, and maybe sometimes they should or shouldn't, and they get injured, break an arm, or who knows. So this covers broken bones, burns, torn ligaments, concussions, eye injuries, ruptured discs, cuts requiring stitches, all kinds of different things. It covers initial treatment for an accident injury, emergency room visit, hospitalization. It's 24-hour coverage. 24-hour coverage means that it covers you on or off the job. So if you're working and you slip and fall and hurt yourself, not only are you going to get workers' comp, this benefit will come to you also. And remember, this money comes to you directly to you, and it's non-taxed, okay? Enhanced benefits expands the list of covered injuries. So there's going to be a list of areas that you can access if you need to. Provides AD&D coverage for accidental death and dismemberment as a result of a covered accident. Wellness provides 1 annual benefit range for preventative services. So if you go have a physical in a year, you get reimbursed $50 for that physical every year, okay? And that goes for all family members if you have a family plan. And portability, you can take this coverage with you if you retire or leave the company. So it's portable. Here's an example of Margie. Slips on a wet floor. She suffered covered injuries. So emergency room visit, $200. She dislocated her knee, that's $3,000. Fractured wrist, $400. Follow-up appointment, $50. 10 physical therapy visits, $250. She was paid, given a check for $3,900 tax-free. That would cover her deductible on her HS if she had a high deductible medical plan. Something to think about. Any questions on the accident plan? Okay, talking about critical illness insurance. I want to give you one caveat here. If you have a current situation regarding cancer, this probably wouldn't be in your best interest to sign up for it this time. There is an exclusion for that situation. It's very detailed. You have to go on the website to identify if you qualify for that exclusion. Critical illness insurance, 28% of Americans have a high deductible health plan. I'm trying to think about that. Maximum out-of-pocket expense for a high deductible health plan can reach $6,650 a year. Each year, about 720,000 Americans have a heart attack. Every 40 seconds, a stroke occurs in the United States. Critical illness insurance pays a lump sum benefit in the event you are faced with a covered critical illness like cancer, heart attack, or stroke. So, do you get the money? Comes to you tax-free. You can use it to cover travel, room, board, medical treatment, child care, treatment options not covered by traditional insurance, everyday household bills, pays a lump sum benefit. So again, think how this might be in your best interests. And it could be anywhere. You pick the amount you want, from $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, all the way up to $30,000 lump sum benefit for any of these types of illnesses that might happen. So you got cancer, you got skin cancer, heart attack, stroke, coronary, ALS, blindness, paralysis, renal failure, coma, brain tumor, benign brain tumor, advanced Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis. All those things would allow the immediate payment and initial diagnosis of the amounts that you choose to purchase. So go back to my idea of the high deductible plan. If your deductible is $3,000 and you had the accident coverage and the critical illness coverage, you got a lot of areas that you can utilize the premiums that you would have been paying to fund this and also give yourself a better lifestyle, a better healthy situation. This plan also pays a benefit, health screening benefit of $50. So if you sign up for both of them, you can get $50 for an accident benefit for physical. You can also get one for this plan also too, for every family member. It also has a recurrent benefit, so if you have a situation that happens and you go 12 months free and it happens again, you're going to get another benefit paid. Example, meet Carter. Carter has diagnosed with covered heart attack. As soon as that diagnosis was rendered, he was given a check for $10,000. Okay. Any questions on critical illness insurance? So when you go to sign up, give some thought to the process that you use. The idea of a high deductible plan is really a good one. And so you might really benefit from that type of situation. Everyone's individual. You have to look at your family history as well as your current situation. There's other values that come with Cigna plans, and these are programs that are offered through the Cigna. Cigna Health Rewards, there's discounts on health and wellness products and services. My Secure Advantage, money coaching while on disability. That's a wonderful feature. Cigna Travel, a secure travel, emergency medical assistance and referrals. And Cigna Insurance, emotional support and financial guidance for beneficiaries. Those are not insurance products. They're something that comes with the programs. Any questions on any of this?
Okay, nobody had any questions then on those voluntary products? What do you do if you have Trustmark? So you can certainly continue your coverage with Trustmark if you want to. However, Trustmark will no longer be payroll deducted. If you have Trustmark, you're going to be receiving a letter in the mail at the end of January, beginning of February, detailing what you will be required to do to set up direct bill with them. If you don't do anything at all, then your coverage is going to terminate December 31st. So if you don't want to continue your coverage with them, then there's nothing for you to do. As George had said, with the critical illness, there is an exclusion for cancer that's been pre-diagnosed before this plan takes effect. So it may be more beneficial to stick with Trustmark if you do have a diagnosed cancer. You don't have to wait for that letter in the mail either in order for you to set up that direct bill with Trustmark. You can call the 800-918-8877 now and set that up today if you choose to. Any questions on that? I think I'm gonna have to tell a joke. Like, ugh, y'all rough.
No reflection on
What?
No reflection on the speaker.
Yeah. Is it me? No. All right, let's do the echo dot. 055. Awesome, over there. How do you fix an injured pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. Sorry. All right, how about an oil diffuser set? These are kind of popular, I think. So let's go to
Gotcha.
083.
Ah, Barb.
Barb's over there. Also, I saw Mary join us. So Mary, I told them those gifts are taxable. So I'll tell them again. If you don't want entered into these gifts that you will pay the taxes on,
Talk to Mary.
Yeah, talk to Mary. Take it up with her. Just kidding. Don't put your ticket in the bucket when we're done here. We'll give away one more. Let's do the foam roller. This thing looks painful to me, but, you know, have at it. 052. Jody. All right, we'll give away the rest in just a second. I don't know what that is. Life insurance. We're sticking with Prudential for our life insurance. Upon your date of hire, you were enrolled for basic life and accidental death and dismemberment. That is ATSU paid for $120,000 each. Depending on the situation, these benefits are stackable. So you could end up getting a $240,000 payment. If you choose to, during open enrollment, you can elect supplemental life. This is employee paid, so this is on you. You may elect up to $100,000 worth of coverage without additional medical questions asked. Your spouse is eligible for 50% of what you elect. So if you elect that $100,000, your spouse is then eligible for $50,000. Children are eligible for $10,000. Okay? Long-term disability, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. We just want to let you know what benefits you have. You are enrolled in long-term disability upon your date of hire. This is 100% ATSU paid. If you're disabled for 180 days, this will kick in, and it is 60% of your monthly income up to $10,000 per month. Short-term disability, this is only applicable to salary, faculty, and salary non-exempt employees. This is ATSU paid, 100% of your monthly income beginning 6 weeks from the last day that you worked. If you're disabled over 6 months, coverage will bridge you to that long-term disability through Prudential. There's a whole policy on this that I know everybody's going to run out to read. ATSU policy 90-316 is where you'll find all the details regarding this coverage. Retirement is with TIA again. The contribution limits in 2019 are going up slightly to $19,000. If you're 50 and over, you can have a little bit more wiggle room where you can contribute an additional $6,000. So your limit's going to be $25,000 total. Available to you at TIA.org is a portfolio manager, which I'll discuss in just a second. Also, you can manage your account balance, change your beneficiaries, or just manage them. And then also financial advisors are available to you. This year, we partnered with TIA for the Retirement Portfolio Manager. You should have received a letter in the mail if you already are enrolled with TIA. This is available to you now, you don't have to wait till January 1. It is basically one-on-one guidance with TIA professionals working towards your financial and retirement goals overall. They will review that with you quarterly, and there is a small asset-based fee that is deducted from your TIA account balance. You're not required to pay that to them. They just take it from your TIA account quarterly. Oh, man. Okay, this is our last giveaway here. Huh? Yeah. We're going to do the wellness pack 059. It's like a little gym bag and some goodies in there. We're going to do the scale, which I know nobody really wants. But it's Bluetooth, so 092. Laura, Bluetooth.
Yeah, what do you do?
Like it syncs to your phone, I think, and then you can, I don't know, whatever. Oh, it's pretty cool. Did it help you? This is a massage ball set. Again, it looks very painful to me, but, you know, have at it. Don't do it at work.
Fitness is painful.
085. And the last one is a yoga mat. Whoever wins this can partner with Ron. Y'all can do yoga. 038. Dana. Just kidding.
Okay, I'm not
There you go. All right, the Still Healthy Wellness Program. Has anybody completed their Still Healthy yet? No, one. That was kind of like a maybe. You don't really know. Okay. Nothing's changing for next year. Deadline is November 30th. I think we're about 30 days out, so make sure that you're getting all of those, fulfilling all those requirements. You and your spouse, if applicable, must have a wellness visit once per year. You do not have to wait an entire year before you can get your wellness visit. I know a lot of doctors' offices like to tell you, no, it hasn't been 365 days since your last wellness visit. Well, it doesn't have to be. You can get one November 30th, turn right around and get one January 1st. So if they have any questions regarding that, they can contact Cigna, and Cigna can talk them through that. You also must complete an online health assessment and attest to being a non-tobacco user or be enrolled in a tobacco cessation program, and you must attend or view 4 Still Healthy seminars. Today counts as one, so make sure you log on after this and give yourself credit. Also, I want to say I know a lot of us are procrastinators and wait till the very last minute and maybe watch all 4 Still Healthy videos in one day. You can certainly do that if you want to. Just make sure that when you go to report, you put in separate dates. They will only give you one credit if you put all 4 in on the same date. Okay? Fitness facilities, we do have the Thompson Campus Center here on campus, and then the Aquatic Center. Dan mentioned in the previous session that the Aquatic Center is going to be changing soon. I think they're going to be closed down for a period of time, and I'm not sure the indoor pool is even going to be available, so that may sway your decision in whether you want to enroll or waive the Aquatic Center for this next year. And it's important to know you don't have to wait for open enrollment. You can enroll or unenroll in the Aquatic Center at any time throughout the year. So if you ever go to go to Mesa, you have the YMCA that's available to you. And pet insurance, that's my Coco. It's my baby. We have partnered with Embrace Pet Insurance to give you guys a discount to insure your fur babies. Stop covering your eyes, Kelly. It's important. This is not a payroll deduction. It's just we've just signed up with them to give a corporate discount. You can log online. This is available today. That's the link that you will need to go. It's also on our HR portal page. You can go on there and get like a quote. It'll give you 3 different options for coverage. So that is available to you if you're crazy and you want to take out coverage on your pets because they're your babies. Online enrollment. Has anybody heard that we're getting new software in HR? Yeah. Barb, Sarah, Mary, Donna, anybody else that I'm missing here have been, Dean, if you want nominated, has been essential in getting this up and going. We're going to do online enrollment through this new software, UltiPro, and we're having an active enrollment, which means you must participate. Even if you don't want to change anything, you still must participate, log on, and submit your selections. If you don't, Your coverage will terminate December 31st of this year, and you will not have coverage January 1. So that's very important. Make sure you log on, submit your selections. Again, what the coverage you have now will be populated, so it's going to show you what you currently have elected. And you don't have to change that if you don't want to, but you just have to submit it again. So that's important to note. One great thing about this software is it has the capability to hold your beneficiary information for the life insurance. Green Shades did not, and so one thing that you are going to have to do is enter your beneficiaries. It has the ability to have a primary, and that can be a person, an entity, or a trust, and then it also has a place where you can add secondary beneficiaries. We recommend you do both a primary and a secondary, but you will be required to put in a primary. It's kind of like shopping on Amazon. This is what you're going to see when you log on. It's single sign-on, which means you will use your ATSU username and your password that you log on to like the portal page every day, and this is what you're going to see. This is my home page whenever I log on. There is a menu button in the top left-hand corner, and once you click that, a drop-down is going to appear. Navigate over to the Myself tab and then down to Open Enrollment. The Open Enrollment link goes live November 5th. So once we send out all this information, if you try to access this beforehand, you're not going to get anywhere. So I'm also going to send a video tutorial of how to enroll, okay? It's like 11 minutes long or something, but Dad, don't worry, I'll help you do it. So what's next? What you need to do now is review your current coverage. Look at your pay stub, go to Green Shades, there's a benefits tab, and you can see what you're currently enrolled in. Determine if you need to make any changes. Be thinking about those beneficiaries who you want to add to your life insurance. You will be required to either waive or enroll in the new Cigna voluntary products. Contact Trustmark if you want to continue your coverage. If you don't want to continue, then nothing else is needed. And then think about those retirement contributions and see if you need to update those. Here's some resources for you, websites and phone numbers for all of our carriers. My contact information is at the bottom. I have a feeling the next couple weeks I'll basically be living here, so I should be around if you need anything. If you have any trouble with online enrollment, I know new software is intimidating. Please call me, call Donna, call Tanya, call Annabelle on the Arizona campus. I will be happy to bring my laptop to you, or we can Zoom, share a screen, and I'll walk through that process with you. So don't freak out. Just come to me and we'll walk through it. Any questions? That's a wrap. Yeah, everybody got jealous that I put my dog in here. So, huh? Yeah, I said, yeah, whatever. You guys want to put your dog? Maui is John. John Gardner. Has anybody met John? He's our new Joe Vincent, the director of Title IX and Training. Still not as cute as Coco. Minnie is Tanya's. Pluto is Annabelle's. He's missing his first 8 teeth, so his tongue sticks out all the time. Ace is Donna's baby. And then Gizmo and Monster is Liz. Liz is our new employment coordinator on the Arizona campus. She was recently hired to replace Annabelle, who got a promotion to the assistant director of HR. Missing, we have Diesel. Sorry, my bad. But anywho, if nobody has any other questions, I will be sticking around. We'll be here if you want to come talk to us one-on-one. Feel free to do so. Oh, yeah. Drop your tickets in the green bowl if you want to be taxed. Okay? Yeah, make sure your name's on them. Thank you, guys. Thank you.